Okay, and we're back for CNT140, the second part of our cable certification lab. What I've done is I've gone and scanned my horizontal cable run, the one I installed in the room. When I was done, I used the buttons on the screen to rename the test result to something like Brown 14, Brown 13, whatever it was. I saved that. Now I brought the meter over to my desktop PC here. I've used the USB cable, plugged the USB cable into the PC, and then the other end into the side of the meter. Now I'm going to follow the directions in my lab now to connect to the meter and download the results from the meter to my desktop PC here. And I'm going to need the Ideal utility that's on the desktop. So I'm going to open that guy, Ideal Data Center. I'm going to slide it up here so you can see it. First thing I'm going to do is I'm going to use a little button on the top here that says Find Tester. And it's going to try to locate through the USB ports where this meter is. And I should see something of this effect, that it's connected to some COM port, some USB port on the computer. I'll say, okay, it's found it. So it now knows where it's located. I'll then select the button up here to upload. So I'm going to upload the results from the meter up to my PC. What I'll do now is on here I'm going to select a project. So I'll make sure cable certification projects, okay. I think I give you in the lab directions for that. Yep, I'm going to say okay to that. Step 2, I'm going to select my tester. I'm going to select the Landtech 350. That's the one I'm connected to. I'll then select the option for I don't want all the tests, I just want anything that I select. If I select all tests, it's going to go in and try to pull up anything from previous classes, etc., and it's going to take longer. If I do select, I can go in and pick just, mine or the people at my table. I can just select their results and upload to my computer. I'll then find, this is where I saved my results, so I will drop down and I will find my run. And I did Brown 14, I think is the one I did. So I will say okay to that and I'll say upload. And what it's going to do is going to pull 14 off of the meter and up to my computer. Give it a second or two to do that. Once it's done that, I'll say I don't need to archive, no, that's fine. Once I've done that, I have it on my computer and I can literally disconnect my meter and pass the meter on to the next group. So I will close that. I should be able to find my test result. And I think, here we go, this should be it right here, 203 lab. Here is my test result, Brown 14. I can now double click this guy and it'll bring up my test results. There's the summary, here's my wire map of the cable run, here's all the data on the pairs, return loss, insertion loss, near and crosstalk, all the tests it ran. I can literally go through all these one at a time. Now, what I'm most interested in is, let me scroll back here, I want to get a summary of this that I can save and print out. So what I can do is on the top bar, I'm going to pick the file option. So I will do file, and I'm going to, from here, do a print, but I'm going to do a print PDF because I want to be able to format in this some way that I can save it on my jump drive. Just in case something happens later, you have the file that you can take with you and print at your leisure if need be. So I'm going to do a print PDF, and it's going to format this in such that it's a PDF file, and then I can print the PDF file. What I will do over here is I'm going to do a brief test. I'm then going to do selected, just the test I have selected. I'm going to do no colors. I don't have a color printer, so I'm not going to worry about colors. Down here I can do summary information, that's fine. Then I'm going to click OK. And it should be formatting this in PDF format. What I'll do here is I'm going to alter this to be something like brown. Oops. Let me cancel out that. I typed too much there. So let me do a file again. File. Print PDF. There we go. We'll do brief, selected, no colors. Okay, now we got it. I want to alter my file name here to something like Brown 14. So I'll do Brown 14. There we go. I will say save. And now I should have a PDF that I will be able to save and also print. So I will do that now. I will do a file, save as something on my desktop. I'll put it on the desktop, that way I can find it. So scroll up here to desktop, Brown 14 brief, save, there we go. So now I have that on my desktop. I should be able to find him. I'll save him on my jump drive, and then I'm going to pull him up, and then I will do a print in the lab to him. Now, what you're going to notice here is, here's the quick information up top here of what I did. This was all the settings in the meter. This test passed. It was Brown 14, Category 5E U2P permanent link. And as I scroll down through, this gives me all the test data and little teeny graphs of each test done that I would have for reference that I can save for future. And this helps with down the road troubleshooting, that sort of thing. So what you'll do at this point is print this guy out to our lab printer, and this is going to get stapled to the back of your lab for submission. The second thing that's going to happen is when you look at your lab, there is actually a couple questions on looking at your tests on here. Did it pass certain things, and how do you know? So I'm actually going to have you reference this and pull a couple, look at a couple of your results and pull a couple answers off here. So roughly that's how you're going to download the results from your meter, save it for submission.